Welcome to Cars and Farms, this here scooter. This channel is going to be based on a lot of projects I'm doing around the house. I seem to always be full of projects. Got tons of just random stuff that comes up that I need to get done and stuff to help friends with. Right now, today's project, we're going to be extending a chicken pen. This is a chicken pen in the backyard. It's housing some Phoenix chickens right now. They were given to me by a friend. Not sure what I'm doing with them, but I have some really rare chickens over in another pen that are getting too big for their pen. So we're going to extend this out and make it a little bit nicer for them. These right here are the chickens I have at the moment. These were all gifted to me by a friend. This is a golden Phoenix right there. The little silver ones are supposed to be silver Phoenixes. There's a little red Phoenix, male, and there's the main hen. Oh, searching around back there. They're all very beautiful breeds, especially the roosters when they get this big. They're a German breed that was originally brought from Japan, and they crossed it a few times from what I heard, and now we ended up with the Phoenixes. They come in 3 or 4 different colors, but they're just gorgeous. These white chickens, not exactly sure what they are. They're free, that's what they were, and I appreciate them. They lay eggs. This is the youngest one over here, pecking around. Oh, there she goes. But I like me some good chickens, but this pen's just getting a little too small for them, and the other chickens I need a lot more room for. So I made all this was built out of scrap wood, nothing special. It kind of just is what it is. They got automatic water, big feeder full of food. They stay relatively happy. But let me show you the outside of the pen, and we'll see where it goes from there. Alright, so now we're outside the pen. This is just a simple little structure, metal roof. We probably built this 10-15 years ago, back when I was a kid. We were raising some Jersey Giants in here, and then it got turned into a lawnmower storage for a long time. But hey, free chickens, turned it right back into a chicken pen. Not very hard. But today we're going to be taking, this is a 10-foot section here to here. We're going to be extending it all on out here, all this open space. So it's going to come out about 12 foot right here, and we're going to add another set of water, food, another door just like that. It's going to be a mirror image, just a little bit longer here. And if you can't tell, it's about 98 degrees out here. We're in the middle of Central Florida here. Let me show you the other chickens over here that are going into the new one. These are Indigo Giants. These are the tallest chicken breed in the world. Apparently they come from Brazil. They're as you will be able to see, this pen's way too small for them, so we're gonna give them a new home. And you see these Indigo Giants, they don't quite look like a regular chicken you're used to seeing. They're a lot taller, long legs, long neck, kind of their characteristics. I can get about 2.5 feet tall. They definitely look like little T-Rexes when they're full grown. But as you can see, I got a few of them, and yes, that is a duck. That was a duck given to me by a buddy. It's supposed to be a mallard mixed. It came out of a pond. All of its little friends were eaten, all of its little siblings, by a hawk, so we took it in. What am I going to do with it? No idea, but we'll figure it out. But let's get started on mapping this chicken pen out. So right now, just taking a quick look at it, looks like I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4x4s. Look like about by 10. The back one might be by 8. The roof looks like 2x6 by 10s. Probably go 2x6 by 12s. Coming off the edge here all the way out. That's about as far as that's about 12 foot right there coming across. So it should be a nice addition to the size. And probably need 1, 2, 3, 4 2x6 by, let's go 2x12s and then 2x8s, or maybe by 10s. I'll have to get another measurement on it. But the roof, very simple. About 5 2x4s. That'll be easy to get. Just a simple structure. But then the door, probably gonna, this one's been all hacked together. That's what happens when you got lots of projects. You steal wood off one thing and go to another thing. But we're gonna, I'm just gonna build a simple 2x4 door. Gonna put it on the exact opposite side here. Gonna build a door, simple door off this side. This will come down, stretch it out, bam, down to there, 4x4, 4x4. Don't need a 4x4 there. I need one here. So actually I only need 1, 2, 3 4x4s. I'm going to use these as the back 4x4s. Just build it right off this structure and then come on down. And well, I think I got a plan here. Let me write down some measurements and we'll be ready to go to the hardware store. As you can tell, it is hot. I'm sweating, about 95 degrees out here. But we got the chicken pen, we got all the measurements done. About to head on to Lowe's, about a 30-minute drive from here. Pick up all my wood, 2x4s, 4x4s, whatever I wrote down, not sure. Hopefully it don't cost an arm or a leg. But we'll go ahead and get started. I'll let you know when I get there. Well, just had a realization. 12-foot 2x6, not gonna fit on an 8-foot bed. So, headed to my sister, gonna pick up my lawn trailer, and then we're gonna head to Lowe's and load that up. Make it a lot easier. Well, made it over here to grab the trailer, as you can see behind me. But the storms are starting to build behind us. That's the bad thing about Florida. It's either hot or it's raining. But we'll go ahead and get this trailer hooked up. And I would say, if you're a guy who has a project-filled life like me, get yourself a trailer. They're cheap, relatively. Or, even better, find a buddy with a trailer. That way, all the enjoyment of being able to use the trailer without any of the payment. So, get yourself a trailer. Highly recommend. Now, off to Lowe's. Well, just pulling into the backside of Lowe's here. See if we can get some wood before this rain comes in. Right now, everyone's kind of making a mad dash to get in and out of here. Looks like it's about to rain any second. Let's try not to run over anyone with plants or bags of sods in their hand, and that guy gets some bricks right there. But yep, Lowe's, the place where everyone with lots of projects likes to come. So, and of course, the whole area down here is full of people. Oh, here comes the guy standing out. Wait a minute, that looks good. Alright. Well, let me see if I can get us some wood. Get back out here before the rain hits. Well, we're back. It did manage to rain at Lowe's. Like I expected, loaded all the wood in the rain. Not a big deal. It's always raining here. But I'll show you what we got right now. So, we got all the wood. As you can see, it's still a little overcast, a little nasty out, but all the wood nice and wet. Should make it nice and heavy for me to carry. I'm gonna take it, and the chicken pen's right over there. You can see the top of the steel roof. Don't mind my junk. Scrapyard. Needed it for parts one time. Haven't done anything with it. But chicken pen's right here. I'm gonna take all the wood and throw it over this fence. I'm gonna lay 2 boards down, then slide all the rest of the wood down over the other side of the fence. Should make it quick and easy here, hopefully. But let me get to it. Let me get all the wood to the other side of the fence, and then I'll get back with you. Well, we're back on the other side of the fence. I'd have to say, pretty successful. Just sliding it all down. Yeah, it's a mess, but we'll use it. First step's going to be organizing the wood. I'll probably start by throwing a screw up here with the 2x6 with a long board that's going to run this way. That'll hold it in place. Let me see how far the 4x4s are coming out, where I need to place them out here. Not going to measure anything because I'm just kind of wing it and see what happens. So let's see how this comes out. Alright, I got my board laid out. I'm going to take this one, set it up here, put one screw in it so it can still pivot around a little bit, and then I'm going to go do the other side, and we'll see where she lands. Try another one. that perfect? No. Close enough for a chicken though. Now that we got that in hung, I'm gonna go ahead and lift this side up, use a 2x4 to figure out where the post needs to go, and then take the old trusty post hole digger, dig some holes, sink these 4x4s, and let's hope they line up. Here's 2x4 right here. I'll stand it up nice and straight. I'll lift this one up. Figure about where I want the roof pitch to be. A little down, a little up. Yeah, somewhere. Probably right about there. So I'll mark it within the 2x4 ground. There. And that'll give me close enough to where I need to sink that 4x4. Don't gotta be square, just gotta work. Alright, I didn't want to bore you with me digging a post hole. Never fun, never will be. But I do have this. I dug it down a couple feet. This is a 8-foot 2x4, so, or 8-foot 4x4 should I say. And 12-foot 2x6, so I just set my pitch to where I wanted it. Keep adding dirt to the bottom there, and till you get it right about where you want it. But right now I just got one screw holding it up there, so to get it set how I wanted it. But I'll go hit the other side, do the same, then I'll come back to you. Alright, got this side dug out. Dug it out, about the same. Yeah, it looks good for me. Only problem, now I gotta make sure these 8-foot boards, gotta make sure this is 8 foot. So the way I'm gonna do it, screw that side board to here, right there. And these are screwed together. I'll screw one end of this 2x6 to the inside of that, then hold it up, screw to the inside of this, and should be square enough for some chickens. Alright, this post here is still nice and loose, haven't filled in the dirt. I did fill in this one, so this one's a nice steady anchor point. But let me screw this board up here and let's see where we're at. This is always the fun part, trying to make everything square. Make it match, kind of. Close enough. Get this header done. Pre-starter screws. This is gonna be the fun part. Not too shabby. Make sure that don't fall on my head. Since this is nice and loose, we can move it over. Get it right where you want it. Let's screw it to it. Yeah, not too bad. I think it'll work. Well, standing back here looking at it, this side looks a little higher than this side. So, two options. Fill this side in, take more dirt out of this side. I think I'm going to try to take more dirt out of this side with the post hole diggers and see how it goes. I'm just going to pick that pole straight up, dig a little more dirt out, and we'll see where she sits. Alright, well, not perfect, but chickens don't have very good eyes, so they won't mind if it's a little askew. But gonna be a nice big extension, all said and done. I did make a slight miscalculation. I need to, should have bought 10-foot 2x4s for the roof, not 8-foot 2x4s. Those are 10-foot over there. I bought 8-foot because they were in front of my face and I grabbed them. But I can make it work. I might screw a 2x4 to the inside of this and on this other side here, and then be able to piece those 2x4s up there anyhow, because I did bring extra 2x4s that I didn't need anyhow. But let's see what we can make work here. Well, I think I got it figured out. Let me show you what I did here. Alright, this was the original 2x6, if I can see it right here. I scabbed on a 2x4 sideways, so that took up some space there. So these 2x4s for the roof trusses actually will lay across. It wasn't my original design, but hey, it's a design and it seems to be working. As you can see, I got 1, 2, 3, and then I got the 2x6 up here, another 2x6, just to kind of sturdy this in together. I did go ahead and add a lot more screws up here in all the joints all the way around, just to help strengthen it up a bit. I wasn't going to leave a 1 screw in it, but she's a little wobbly, but hey, it'll work for a chicken pen. So next thing, I'm going to screw these roof trusses down, and then I'll bring it back whenever I start building a door. I'm going to set another 4x4 post in here, try to copy that door over here. We'll see how it goes. If I get the door done today, I'd be pretty happy. So I'll be right back. Alright, now that I got everything screwed down up top, roof's looking pretty good. I got my door building material, 3 2x4s and a 4x4 to use at the inside of the door. And there's Tina the white chicken. She is always making noise. But to measure this door out, gonna do pretty simple. I'm just gonna lay a 2x4 up next to it, mark it with my trusty screw of choice, and I'll take and mark each board which length I need. Then I'll cut it out of these boards and just make a simple square kinda, and we'll hold it up there, get it where I need it. I'll butt it up against this side and place the door, and wherever that 4x4 is gonna fall, and here is gonna fall, to make the inside of the door and give me something to staple the screen to. So it should look pretty good. We'll see what happens. But normally this is a quick and easy way to measure stuff. Set your 4x4. Let me unlock this. Hopefully these girls don't run out. But I'll open this up, place a 4x4 right next to it, and we'll go to the top here, and we'll just make a mark right about there. And then I'll cut that, and there's one door done. So gonna do that for the rest of them. No need to use a measuring tape, no need to get too fancy with it. Just set it up next to it, mark it, bam, there's your length. So let me get this door wood cut out and screwed together, and I'll show you what we get done. Alright, I got all the wood cut for the door here. Just measured it up, marked it, cut it, no big deal. So we're gonna go and I'm gonna screw this all together real quick. We're gonna set it up. I'll just kind of jimmy it in place for right now, and then we'll set this 4x4 over here to my left, and we'll see how it goes. So let me get to screwing. And yeah, it's very hot out here today. About 95. That rain cooled it off for a minute, but not since then. It's been kind of brutal, but no big deal. Kind of always hot in Florida, so we kind of get used to it. We just sweat and worry about it later. There's the bottom. Start working on the top here. Slide it out your way. This top one, I put a little angle on it so it matches the same angle up there or close to it. So we just need to line that up. There we go. Putting 3 screws in there so it won't twist when you're opening and closing it. Just being strict 2x4s. And now it's under a little bit of tension because I screwed all those down first. But tension's not a bad thing. It will help hold it in the right place. There we go. There's the door built. Now I stand it up. See how she looks. I don't think it came out too bad. Looks a little tall because this door's set down probably another 6 inches or so in the dirt. So I'm going to have to dig all this dirt out here and probably even put a 2x4 underneath this door, keep them from digging under it. But she's looks like a door to a chicken pen to me, so can't complain too much. Let me go ahead and dig this out here, and then I'll set this 4x4, screw it up here, and sink it in the ground there, and we'll see how she looks. Alright, I dug out around the bottom of the door here to make it the tops match on top of this. I'm just using the door here as a reference. So I'm lining it up with the side where I think it's gonna, about where the hinges are gonna go, where it's gonna sit flush here. Then the 4x4 is gonna sit right outside of it, so I have something to latch it to. So I'm thinking right about here where I need to dig this hole. So let me get over here and let's start getting this dug out and see how deep we need it. Well, while digging that last hole, the camera gave up on me. Said it got too hot. I don't think it knows what it's talking about. But I did get the 4x4 in. The door spacing, it looks good. I got a little wiggle room in here to be able to set the hinges and the pins and all that. But let's take a step back and take a look at what we got. So far, I'm pretty happy with it. Got the door framed out. I might add a cross brace here, across. But yeah, definitely gonna add a lot more room. Give those giant Indian chickens a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to run. And I always have all this extra yard out here. I can keep extending it if I need to. But I'm happy with it. Tomorrow we'll probably do the roof. Put the tin on the roof and wrap this thing in chicken wire. Then we're going to have to build some nesting boxes somewhere in here. The water supply's already there, luckily. So I'm going to add another water dish there, another hanging feeder, wire the whole thing, and should be good to go. But getting a little hot today. Camera keeps turning off because it's so hot, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. If it's not raining, I'll be back here to film some more, and we'll get this chicken pen wrapped up. Well, if you enjoyed episode 1 of Cars and Farms, I hope you come back, check out some more videos. Got a whole nother video on just roofing it, wiring it, and finishing it out. So I look forward to, hopefully you guys come back, watch some more. If you like to watch me sweat, you like to watch me work, well, I always got a project to do. So I appreciate it. Like the video, share it with your friends. If you want to build a chicken coop, maybe do it a little nicer than this. But hey, chickens don't mind. So I'll see you next time on Cars and Farms.